bitch. Tell me how hay fever's making me cough this year. Hay fever 2023 has been a different monster. This wasn't happening in level 22. New symptom unlocked type shit. This is all because of pollen. Isn't pollen essentially a plant's means of reproduction? Do I have flower cum in my throat right now? How did this happen? I don't recall deep throating a dandelion. I do understand it's Pride Month, but that's never really been my thing. I have plant semen in my throat and it's fucking me up. I'm a Leo too. I'm getting snuffed by dandelions and I am a lion. So the dandelion is stronger than the lion. Brazy. Anyways, now we're not talking about that today. What are we talking about? Pokemon cards in Spanish. Who the fuck you know got Gary those in Espanol, nigga? I keep getting distracted, I'm sorry. Let me just count my money up real quick. Today we're getting to the good stuff. Happiness, gratitude, and misery. I even got changed in a shirt for you. Did I just have a work meeting on Microsoft Teams and that's why I'm just like this? Perhaps, but I didn't button up for them. I'm buttoning up for you because you're what matters here. In fact, let me improve the lighting. I look like a fluorescent African orange. Lovely. 4 ways to become absolutely miserable or happy. You decide, really. Hopefully you can implement some of the information I'm about to give you in the appropriate manner in your life, right? The editor's notes so that it's really clear to you. If you want to be a bit more joyous, you want to be a bit more optimistic, you want to live a life worth living, you've never thought about some of the stuff I'm about to say, do the complete opposite of what I'm suggesting for the most part. I'm being ironic, right? I went and got a haircut for you because I realized I still wasn't looking too presentable. Kept the shirt on because now we're talking business, right? Number 1, don't exercise. Don't move a muscle, okay? Go work your crummy spiritual compromise of a 9 to 5 where you're completely stagnant and immobile as a turtle for 6 hours plus a day. Only to come back home and waste the remainder of your day on a couch on Netflix or surfing social media or some other bullshit. God forbid you wake up to go for a run or something crazy like that. Who the fuck are you, David Goggins? There's a very strong yet neglected synergy between the body and mind, and regular exercise is debatably the most effective method of alleviating depression. I can vouch for that personally. Yo, no more than about 2 hours ago, my default mode network was going fucking crazy. Bombarding me with the usual stresses, self-resentment, you know, the usual. I was hating myself. I walked into the gym, battered myself for a good hour and a half, and I walk out a completely new man. I don't know about you people, but that post-workout high is real. Yeah, if you want to feel better and you don't work out, work out. Number 2, learning. Stop learning. Don't ever actively pursue knowledge. Just wait for it to come to you via experience or serendipity. It's not that hard. You just pick up a really good book. You spend like half an hour of research finding a book that will actually put you in a flow state. That actually intrigues you. People just read things they think they should read. And building a consistent habit of just sitting down for half an hour a day and immersing yourself in some of the greatest wisdom known to man, right? It's not that hard. So make sure you don't do it. Don't even try learning a new skill. Just stick with what you already know. Don't step out of the boundaries. Learning new stuff slows down cognitive decline. It's obviously a precursor to having a more fulfilling life. We shall not trust the masses that say only the free can be educated, but rather the lovers of wisdom that say only the educated can be free. Epictetus.
Yeah, cool, but who the fuck is this Epictetus guy and why should I listen to him?
Oh, no one, just a former slave who ended up being one of the most renowned philosophers to live. I think he might have known a thing or two about life and suffering. Number 3, succumb to your ego. You are the main character. Fuck what they say. If anybody ever has a differing opinion to yours, neglect it, dismiss it. If they don't agree with you, they're wrong. When people give you criticism, brush it aside. Don't even give people that want better for you the time of day. Never seek new perspectives. Never wonder why people do or say the things they do. Just stay stuck within your own ego. Never leave it. Don't show empathy. Don't connect to anybody. Just you. It's all about you. I want to drill into this one a bit more, make it a bit clearer. So I'm going to go outside. When I'm outside, it's code for I'm not speaking ironically or sarcastically. You don't have to multiply what I'm saying by -1 in your head to gain a valuable insight, you know? Yeah, what the fuck am I talking about right now? There's how many people in the world? 8 billion or so? Now think about this one for a few seconds, right? You are born and limited to a single subjective experience for the entirety of your life, and you will never experience life through the eyes or the mind of anybody or anything else. Right? Think about that for 3 seconds. Okay, let's get back into it. I can empathize with a 5'2" Vietnamese 45-year-old lady with a broken leg, but I will never know what it's like to be a 5'2" Vietnamese 45-year-old lady with a broken leg. You understand? I'll never have that perception. Mathematically, one could say your truth is just 1/8 billionth of the actual truth. 1/8 billionth, and you have the audacity to think you're always right. Even the most empathetic of us, even the most sociable of us, are liable into falling into that trap. Liable of falling into our biases, and every time we're given something that kind of negates or goes against our bias, we find a way to just ignore it. I read a very interesting book, How Minds Change. David McRaney. One study that I found, they simulated the electoral process. They took US liberals, US Republicans. It took me way too long to explain this, so I'm just going to talk over myself. They gave the liberals their candidate and they gave the Republicans their candidate, right? In the simulation, their fake candidate would make a remark that went against their values. The Republicans might hear that their candidate was pro-choice. They would find a way to assimilate that and just strengthen the opinion of their candidate without getting into all the nuances and details. People can be very hard-headed, and evidence and facts don't really matter to us as much as they should. Long story short, step outside your head. Don't get caught up in your reality. Last but not least, the most important tip of all, give up. Don't do anything remotely challenging. Avoid discomfort. Never step outside the realm of your comfort zone in attempts to become a better, improved version of yourself. Don't meditate, don't journal, don't ever take time to just sit down, introspect, find out where you're at, where you want to be, and how you're going to get there. Don't know. Work that job you hate. Rationalize it by thinking you're making a decent amount of bread. And use that bread to cope with that kind of existence. Use it to get you a holiday to fucking Ibiza or some shit. You can party like an absolute hooligan. So you can pretend you don't hate your time back here for a good week or so. Come back, repeat the cycle again. Because that's what we do now. That's the norm. Conform to the norm. Conform and be boring. Don't ever try to add your unique nuance to this society. If you do get ambitious, you want to start setting goals for yourself, make sure they're vapid goals. Don't set smart goals. Here's an example of vapid goal setting. Here's an example of smart goal setting. Of these two, which one do you think was more helpful for me going forward? My phone keeps on falling to the floor. God damn. The greatest achievements of mankind, they're all just accumulations of very manageable, very attainable pieces of work. They're not these huge Herculean efforts that they appear to be on the surface. The difference between me and you and an award-winning writer, for all we know, that award-winning writer might have very similar daily routines to us. They wake up, they take a shit, they just go about their day. The only difference is at some point in their day, they will sit down, they will write for at least half an hour or an hour, 300 words or so. Multiply that over a year or two, you got a bestseller. And there you have it. That's 4 ways to be miserable. How many of those are you already doing? You might already be doing 1 or 2 or 3 or all 4 maybe. Listen, if you ever need ideas, oh fuck. Yeah man, I'm still at the early no tripod stage. If you ever need any more ideas, you ever need to progress in whatever domain it is, I'm here for you. I'm here to give you everything I know in hopes to better you and your life, you know what I'm saying? You take care now.